Uh-huh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unskippable Cutscene, the show where
Unskippable
we yap
Cutscene.
about games and
Oh,
sometimes play them. I am Tan or Tanfighter, my pronouns are he, him, and I am joined as always by.
sorry, what you do if I said nothing. I am, of course, Aziz. My pronouns are she and her. Um, and we are not talking about anything specific today because we have so much catching up to do.
Really
There
do.
has been news. There have been newses since we last recorded anything that was not League of
No.
Legends. The Hobbits has come with newses.
The Hobbits have news. Anyway, uh, yes. So, firstly, a bunch of game conferences happened. The Game Awards happened. Uh, there were some announcements there which were pretty neat, and others that were not so neat and were like, why do they exist? Kind of announcements.
I like how I remember announcements. I don't actually remember who won any of the Game Awards.
It was just clear for everything.
It was just clear. Third, nine wins. 9 wins for Clear and Scare.
Yeah,
Everybody loves Clear and Scare. All our friends
it
are
is a
playing
good
Clear and Scare.
game.
It's a great game.
Uh, but also, as always, the actual winner of the Game Awards was Flute Man. You know Flute Man.
I do not know Flute Man.
We will educate you on Flute Man, but essentially, when the
Just
final.
got used to Xbox No Field Days and now he's left.
It's true. But Flute Man essentially starts playing music at the end. They have this whole orchestral performance of different soundtracks happening, and every time the soundtrack switches, the man hot swaps a weapon out of his inventory and plays a different flute. And
Yeah, makes sense.
he goes crazy, pulls out like PVC pipes and stuff and starts playing on them. He's crazy. We love him.
Yeah, flautists
Anyway,
are like that.
uh-huh. But beyond that, though, a couple cool games that did get announced were the new Divinity at some point should be coming out. The new Control game is coming out this year. Ace Combat
Wild.
8 is coming out, which apparently only I seem to be yapping about, but it is coming out, and that's exciting news.
There's definitely at least 5 other people playing the Ace Combat series of games,
One
for
of them
sure.
is my brother, yes. And beyond that, Monster Hunter fixed their shit. They're coming out with more patches finally. They announced a new Mega Man, I believe.
They did announce a new Mega Man.
And what else did they
Some
announce?
Tomb
It's been a
Raiders.
while. Oh yeah, the biggest thing, they overhyped and prepped for this fucking hero shooter game that no one cared about. Between the time it was announced and this recording, that game has released and shut down.
Ah, hi God. Oh, hi God. Yeah, that is a thing that happened.
High Guard did exist.
Hi God did very briefly exist. It has literally been like 3 months, literally 3 months.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh, no, I also need to now look what else did they talk about? Oh yeah, Diablo 4 is getting another
A bunch of
thingy.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I
Diablo 4 is
mean,
getting
there
a
was
new
that
launch
new
point.
Lego Batman movie, which I don't understand.
Oh
Of
yeah,
course, there was
another
non-rival
thing, they
stuff.
announced Solastra 2, which is now in early access and people are testing it out and playing it and everything. It is again
This.
it's a turn-based RPG, very akin to BG3 essentially. It's also using the D&D rule set, but they are using the 2024 rules, and they're
Okay, fair.
trying to be more like rules adherent and stuff, and from what I hear, the early access has some issues, but the character creator seems interesting, and they seem to be doing a lot of like stuff right as well. So we wait and see how like they improve on feedback. But
There was
beyond
that
that, Lords
Rahul
of the
Kohli game.
Fallen got another patch. Lords of the Fallen 2 got announced. Neo 3 got announced. Uh,
There was the Rahul Kohli game.
oh, fuck. What was it called? I know what you're
Saros.
talking about. Was that?
Saros.
Yes, that. That did get announced.
It did get announced. It is
Again.
Rahul Kohli.
Now, my issue with that game right now is it has been announced 6 times.
Yes. That seems about
They
correct, yes.
keep using it to have like I don't know, like to keep hype alive or something, but like they keep pretending it's the first time they're doing it, and it's weird.
He's a
uh
handsome man.
I mean, yeah,
Tan,
but
you need to refresh captions.
my captions are working though, I see them. Okay, I'll try
Okay,
it.
no.
Okay.
Hey, they announced a new Seven Deadly Sins game, and that's
Yes, they
time.
did.
Except the
They
problem is
also announced the Dungeons and Dragons game titled Warlock,
I
which
did not understand
we
what
know
that was
nothing
about.
about except
Yeah,
that they used Tool in the trailer, which, artistically speaking, gives me some hope. Now,
I
the
don't.
problem is they did butcher that song by editing it horribly, but they
Okay,
did
a
choose to
song.
use it.
This
Yes,
makes
it is
sense.
Tool, the band, yes.
I thought you might have been talking about the fabric Toule, and I was not sure what to do with. Oh, sorry, that's Tulle. Whatever, I don't know how to spell. Um,
Ah,
hey, there was a new Warhammer game.
was Oh yeah, there
Total War
was. You're
Warhammer.
right. It was. I believe like they're finally doing Total War with 40K,
Yeah,
which is
it's
interesting.
Total War Warhammer 40K, and then of course there was Requiem had a
Mhm.
whole thing.
There's also Pragmata, which seems like, hey, we have Death Stranding at home so far.
2XKO
Uh,
had a bunch of stuff also. I think then because it was coming out in Jan.
mhm.
I have
uh,
not played
oh yeah,
2XKO.
the James Bond game was talked about again. I am interested because it's by the Hitman guys, and they did a good job with Hitman, and
James Bond is a man who hits.
it's true. And oh yeah, another big one was they announced the new KOTOR game, Fate
Hmm.
of the Old Republic. It's by the same
Ah,
like lad and
KOTOR.
everything, so I am fucking hyped.
KOTOR
Maybe
now
this
gets
is how we
KOTOR.
finally get RPGs back.
Maybe I'll finally play a KOTOR game.
Bro, you
No,
need to.
not happening.
It's such a good game. Anyway, so those were the TGAs by and large, and beyond that, couple other things that came to light in
Oh
like
yeah, Anthem
Jan.
got discontinued.
I did not know it was alive.
I'm just looking at now what all has happened like since December.
I see. So Jan and Feb, I finally got some nice news to talk about. We
Yes,
got more Fable news,
we've got more Fable.
and holy shit, I am excited because they finally talked about it after delaying it 2 times. And with Microsoft shelving every big project they had, I was very scared for the fate of Fable, but at least it looks like they're putting some eggs in this basket because the team seems to be going back to their roots, trying to do a lot of like new stuff while maintaining some of the old stuff. The world looks phenomenal. The
Mhm.
what's it called? Like the NPC system they're making seems very interesting. They're making 100 NPCs, or like over 100, they said. Each of them is going to be like a person, essentially, with like everything, like story, likes, dislikes, whatever the fuck. And they're like in that living world system, and you can hire them, fire them, marry them, kill them, whatever the fuck you want to do. And the housing system is still there. That looks fantastic. Uh, my one thing I was kind of like surprised by seeing was that they are removing how the alignment system works. Like the old games had like, oh, you're good, you are angelic man, evil, you get horns and shit like that. They're going away from that. They're like, oh no, here we are doing a moral gray of things because it is, the system they're building now, I guess. But essentially, everything you do will have like reputation tags associated with it. Like if I buy an expensive building, they'll say, oh, you got tycoon points or like homeowner points, shit like that. Or if I like screw someone over, like I might get thief points. So it's all like different reputations, and they are region dependent. So I can be a horrible person in one city, fuck off and go to a different town, and they don't know me there, so I can like start afresh, which is a cool thing. But that takes away from the fact that because of how the system works, they can't grow horns or anything. So that's a very big identity thing of Fable that's gone,
That
which
means they can't
sucks.
grow horns.
Exactly. And the thing is, the dev talked about like, oh, obviously because of that you can't have horns or whatever, which kind of bummed me out. What they did not confirm is the other part of the appearance changing, which is when you played the older games, depending on what skills you build on and what you do, your appearance also changes. So if I start building strength and swinging giant swords around, I become like ridiculously buff. Or if I stick with bows and like skill based stuff, I get taller. Magic makes me grow like these mana veins over me. They have not confirmed or denied that. I really fucking hope that's still in there. Otherwise, I will be very sad. And yeah, but beyond that, though, everything else about the game looks very promising. And it should be out, they said, autumn. I'm sure they don't want to release around GTA. That's why they said autumn. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to come out by September or October. If GTA gets delayed, then they're going to release it in November.
Fair, fair.
But yes, I'll yap about Fable more in depth later. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm very excited.
Yeah, that's I had let's see what um
I mean, Pokemon.
I'll get to that. I was
Yeah.
just thinking if there's any other like hero shooter related stuff since I God knows a thing that came and died.
Uh huh.
And Dispatch got released at some point.
Dispatch
I
happened. It's
haven't played
true.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, yeah, there's been developments with Marvel Rivals. Actually, you know what? Perfect time for Asis's hero shooter check-in. Um, hero shooter slash MOBA slash everything else, whatever I'm into right now, check-in. Um, what what does that mean?
I'm trying to
What are
make
these
a.
numbers?
I'm trying to make a thing. Asisa's
Okay,
hero shooter check-in. AHSC. Okay, no, it
I hate
doesn't work.
that. I'm so at, at the time of recording this, Marvel Rivals and Gekishin Squadra both had new season announcements like just a couple days ago, with Gekishin Squadra's new season literally starting today. Um, it's I'm not gonna waste time talking about Gekishin Squadra too much. It's a silly little Dragon Ball MOBA. I play it every single day. I have a good time. New characters this season: Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and Kid Buu.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What I find very interesting, like, okay, this is a trend that I had noticed. If you go back to when I talked about no, Gekishin Squadra, back when I started playing it, which was I think like a second episode or something,
Yeah.
um, there were not that many Gokus at that time.
Yes.
We've gotten like I think two more Gokus instead. Um, We've gotten a bunch of Goku. We've gotten some Gokus. Also, we got another Vegeta in the middle, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Mhm.
So now our total is at three Vegetas, and I want to say like five Gokus, four Gokus, five Gokus. I don't know. There's a Vegeta in there as well. But so one thing has been that every Goku released till now has been damage, and continues with Super Saiyan God. Vegeta and SS for Vegeta were both tanks. God Vegeta is also a tank.
Makes no sense,
And
but sure.
eventually, what I realized is, oh, they've committed because Kid Buu is a support, just like normal Buu.
Uh-huh.
So the logic of Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra is that one person can only ever have one role throughout their lifetime, no matter what happens to them. Gohan will be a support at any stage of his life.
That
Boo will
makes
be a
no
support no matter
sense.
which form he is in. You could go through 5 different levels of Super Saiyan, and Goku will always be a damage dealer, including in Daima.
But Kid Buu is literally like the planet destroyer
It
dude.
makes okay. There's a reason they call it strategist and not support. To be
No, no,
fair,
no. There is no strategy about Kid Buu. He is destruction incarnate. That's the point.
uh, I agree with you, but also I think it's hilarious that they've committed to this
Also,
way.
Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as a teen, quote unquote
Not
teen,
there
because
yet.
that and Ultimate Gohan are both the damage dealers.
That's the thing, right? As far as
Like
every
Mystic,
strategist
whatever.
in this game goes,
Hmm.
Ultimate Gohan is the one that plays the most like a straight up damage. I don't understand why he's even a strategist because all this man does is go around kicking people and punching people.
Yeah, because that's his whole thing. He
It's his
is
whole
that
thing.
guy.
He's that guy. So the strategist role in Gekishin Squadra feels very undefined in some ways for that. It's not all healers. I mean, it's not like Gotenks is out there healing anyone either. Gotenks is a good strategist. So Gotenks makes sense because the way he uses his
Galactic
ghost, the way he
Donut.
does his
Yeah,
galactic
yeah.
donut, it
Hmm.
works.
Hmm. I can see
So
that stuff.
strategist, hmm?
I can still see that, but
Yeah, Ultimate Gohan was a strange choice for
because
strategist, continues to be a strange choice for strategist. Kid Buu is a strange choice for strategist. But yeah, this just makes me very interested because this implies that when Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan comes out, he's going to be a strategist,
which is stupid.
which is stupid. Um, Anyway, Marvel Rivals literally just last night announced the season 7 stuff, gave us our first looks at the White Fox and Black Cat we already knew were coming. And holy fucking smoke show. White Fox is wearing a pantsuit. She turns into a fox as her ultimate. I am in love. I wanted more support characters. I'm such a fan. Of course, there is a secret third hero shooter online game that I need to talk about, but that will be in a bit once we're done with this section. Um,
Yes, yes,
uh,
yes.
Quiet side note, early at the start of the year, I looked on Steam and just somehow got recommended a Fairy Tail game that I didn't know existed. And I looked
Oh,
up
you
the
didn't
Fairy
know
Tail
that?
game, and
Oh,
it's a deck building roguelike,
yeah.
and it exists. So yeah,
There's
Fairy Tail
also a full
Dungeon.
RPG fairy tale game.
Yeah, it looks. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Fairy Tail Dungeons does look good, and
It
I
is
want to try it.
surprise. So I have a friend who played it. It is apparently surprisingly competent as a game.
That's wild. It just makes no sense.
Speaking of anime games, though, did you see? I think like a couple of weeks ago or something, they announced a new Sword Art Online game.
I heard of it. I did not actually see the
So
announcement.
essentially, we know like firstly, people are pretending like it's the first Sword Art Online game, and I'm like, guys, look at Steam. There's like four of them,
At
and
least Sword Art Online was the first Sword Art Online game.
not when I think it's literally called like Return to Aincrad or something. Anyway,
I don't know. I'm not a
but
weeb.
essentially, they made like all of these games. They had multiplayer stuff like that, mixed reviews. Uh, this game they are announcing is supposed to be like their like quote unquote biggest project. It's a single player game, which is hopeful, and they are planning to have all 100 floors like in the show. Essentially, like there's 100 floors, and each floor is like a world, right? They're planning on making floors 1 to 100,
Huh.
and the game I think is only going to release for the first two floors, and it's going to take them like 10 years to build the whole thing out, but that's what they're doing. Like basically they're setting it up so you can just live in the world kind of a thing, and I'm like, guys, we've seen the show, maybe don't do that. But yeah, it looks surprisingly competent again. Like the property has a lot of fucking issues, but the game,
Very interesting. Very interesting.
so that's happening. uh and what else has happened?
Well, Pokemon Day happened.
Yeah.
Pokemon Day very much did happen. I did torture some of our friends with a frustrating but fun Pokemon quiz. It was a good time. Go check
But
that
fun
out if you
Pokemon.
haven't. Huh?
But fun Pokemon.
Licky, Licky,
I like how that's where you went like as your first.
Licky, 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 the butt fun Pokemon. This is bad. This is bad. So Pokemon Day, had your usual bunch of announcements. It was a Pokemon Day just before Pokopia releases. Pokopia is out now, by the way, and I am seething and furious because I don't get to play it.
I
I don't
mean,
get to play Pokopia, Tan.
but what if you do?
I don't. I do not have a Switch 2.
What if a
I do
friend of
not
yours
have.
buys it and you rob them?
No friend of mine has a Switch 2. The only person I know right now who has a Switch 2 now is my brother.
Hmm,
I do not have access to my brother's Switch 2.
robbery. Yes, yes, yes.
It's literally like me and all my Pokemon friends have just been seething about Pokopia, and it
I
was so
I will
good.
say though, beyond the Pokemon itself, like buying a Switch 2 makes zero sense for anyone right now.
Hey, Donkey Kong and Pokopia, and then eventually the new
Yeah,
Fire
but
Emblem game.
also $100 games, and they can, whenever they want, choose to lock you out of your own console
No, it's
that you bought.
absolutely horrendous. It's a capitalistic hellscape.
They can randomly just be like, hey, fuck you in particular, and just turn your console off forever.
No, that does suck. Anyway, you get to play as a Ditto. There's a whole bunch of Pokemon. You get to copy a bunch of abilities, and it is somehow like the highest rated Pokemon game in I don't know how many years. 89 on
Yeah,
Metacritic.
yeah, no, I have heard that that is the case. Just give it some time, we'll get an emulator.
Eventually.
uh,
Um,
I mean, we will buy a
anyway,
Switch too, yes.
but as everyone expected, I don't think there were any other important announcements, right? There was that one Garchomp thing. There was some random stuff with all the mobile games. Oh, I mean, they did announce some Pokemon Champion stuff. I still think it's very shady that they have decided to move the Pokemon VGC video game championship scene uh, into a game that they're also porting to mobile. Um, and then there's like a limit on the number of Pokemon you can have. Then, like, this is speaking very shady. We're gonna make you pay for a subscription, pay a lot of like extra money for shit type of thing for Pokemon Champions.
Huh.
Um, I will say it looks good. It looks good. It is in the if the non-paying version of Pokemon Champions is accessible enough,
Hmm.
it will actually make Pokemon like competitive Pokemon or just Pokemon battling accessible in a way that it's never been in a while, right? Especially,
Huh.
considering the state of right now, Nintendo, of course, still does not actually consider India a place where it publishes things, but Pokemon, as of the past couple years, does. So there's a strong reason that Pokemon Champions will get released on the App Store for India
Hmm.
and the Play Store and all those stores, which would be essentially the first time that a competitive Pokemon experience has been like properly given to Indian players without like having to, I don't know, do whatever it is we do to get Nintendo games. So yeah,
Huh.
it's interesting.
I
And
I
then of
mean,
course,
yeah. And then, yes,
and then
that.
of course, Pokemon Gen 10 was announced. Wind and Waves. Of course, everything was already leaked beforehand with the whole massive leak that happened last year. We knew it was going to be Indonesia based. We've gotten stills before. We knew it was going to be called Winds and Waves. Um, I, for one, freaked out about a lot of stuff with this game. The textures seem to have already improved heavily from Scarlet Violet and CA. The models look great. The environments looked good. The new trainer designs are nice. I don't understand why Pikachu has gender now. Like, Why do my
Why does
Pikachu have
Pikachu
pronouns?
always
Okay,
have?
Pikachu always has gender. Why does my Pikachu have pronouns now? Why is there Mr. Wavy Chew and Miss Windy Chew?
Hey, that was their decision.
Why Pikachu got pronouns?
Do they now go Miss Pika or like?
I don't know yet. I do. There is this amazing theory though that I am in support of, which is that Mr. Wavy Chew and Miss Windy Chew are actually the professors of this region.
Oh.
They're like fully wearing clothes and like the winds and
But
waves.
to be fair, Pikachu has been seen fully wearing clothes in so many games.
No, but not like this. I don't know
Eh,
how to. Windy Chew and Wavy Chew are just. They also have a weird coloring going on. There's something very interesting going on with these. They're so tan.
so
I
that's
don't
me.
know. No, that's you. That's true. Huh. Anyway, we did get our starters,
One
and
of them is going
dear
to be a
Lord,
firefighting when he grows up.
he's not going to be a firefighting.
He's going to have two legs. He's going to be a firefighting.
He might have two legs. He's not going to be a firefighting. Bonbon is adorable. Rot is adorable. Gekko is slay. I'm so excited. Bonbon's going to become fire fairy. I'm calling it now.
Fire Fairy is insane, though.
Why?
I don't know. I don't see that aesthetic turning into a Fire Fairy aesthetic, if that makes sense.
Okay, so here's the thing. The region is based on
Huh?
primarily Indonesia and other parts of Southeast Asia. There is a very significant type of like dog lion type statue, which is also
Hmm.
technically like similar to the statue that Arcanine, that like Hisuian Arcanine was based off of,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but slightly different. It's a very specific statue, and there's a very good chance that Pombon's evolution will be inspired by that. And
Hmm.
in that scenario, fairy would make a lot of sense, just tying into like this kind of folklore guardian type situation. I'm not crazy.
No, I know, but I don't know why. Those I just think those fucking sick fucks down in the Pokemon lab have an obsession with firefighting. They're like, yes, another one, yes,
Those
another
sick
one.
fucks down in the Pokemon lab.
Like
I
they
mean,
see
okay,
a quadrupedal creature, they're like, you're gonna stand on two legs and you're gonna kick a lot. That's all
I'm
you're
just
gonna
saying
do.
there have been okay, yes, we got three starters in a row that were firefighting. Fine. Apart from those three starters, there has only ever been one other firefighting Pokemon.
I know. That was Blaziken, right?
Blaziken was a
Yeah.
starter.
Yeah.
I'm saying apart from the starters,
Oh, okay.
there's only ever been one other, and that was very recently. That was the fire breed of Paldean Tauros.
Hmm. Well, that may be true, but the trend of the starters is continuing, is what I'm saying. And as we learned from your own rant about Gekishin Squadra, they might have committed to something.
No, we know they didn't commit to that thing because the last firefighting starter was in Gen 5, which was 15 years ago.
Mm,
We have not had a firefighting starter in
wait, hold on. When was what's his fucking name? The bunny?
Tan. The bunny is pure fire type
Oh, why do I always remember him as firefighting?
because he
Okay,
kicks.
he
He does
kicks. That
kick.
makes sense. Yeah.
We got this
That's
amazing
like an
fire ghost
honorary
starter.
fighting, then that's fine.
Fuck off.
He can kick.
We got
Because
such a nice fire ghost type recently, and you want to like sit here talking about.
it's funny and it upsets you.
Hmm. Anyway, I'm excited. More
Yes,
Pokemon. Dog that goes ah ah. He
sure
just
do.
goes ah. It's great. It's 10 on 10.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's. I'm sure other games came out recently as well. I
Oh yeah,
mean,
no. Shit's been
well,
coming
there's the
out.
one you're playing.
There is the one
That
I'm
that is a
playing.
game that is a
I
game that
am
came out.
indeed playing Slay the Spire 2 on early access.
You are
Not as
indeed
much
playing
as
Slay
so
the
many
Spire
other
2 on
people
early
I know.
access.
What?
You are indeed doing that, yes.
Yes, but
There
not
was
as much as
like,
other people. But yeah,
yeah,
like
Animal Crossing
I
got an update.
yeah yeah.
Cult of the Lamb got a
Ultra got
DLC.
like a full expansion thing, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. I still mean to play that. But as far as what like I am playing is concerned, Slay the Spire 2, yes. Fantastic game so far. I've done a couple of runs. I have surprisingly I've been doing better than I did in Slay the Spire 1, which I guess is hopefully to be expected. But essentially, they have made more cards, some new characters, new types of enemies. I'm very curious to see where they like go with it further, because right now, like obviously, like a lot of the art is also incomplete, but
early access.
it's a fun time. People are playing the fucking shit out of it because basically, whenever you finish a run, it gives you like a damage average you do to like the end goal. And when you finish it, like most runs when I beat them, I do like 1200 something damage,
Okay.
and it goes to the total. The total, as of I think day before, was at like 40 something billion.
That like your total or everyone together?
Everyone together.
Okay, that sounds more reasonable. Yes. Okay.
And even that, though, like 1200 damage at a time on average to
Yeah,
reach
with
that.
like gamers.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it is insane. But then beyond that, I have also been going through a retrospective, as you may have heard and know,
Very
as
much. Very much.
I have been playing the original Overlord games and showing that to my friends, because apparently not a lot of people knew about this game, which makes me sad.
That's the one where the guy goes into an anime world and
I'll
turns
tell
into a
you.
skull guy and becomes the emperor, right?
I'll tell you.
Uh,
Ah,
no,
so
no,
he
no,
does
no,
not
of
become
course.
emperor, he becomes the
I did,
sorcerer
I
king.
did,
Anyway.
I did watch you play it. I know Overlord is just Pikmin for people who like murder.
Well, yes and no. Overlord has a lot more writing.
It's Pikmin for people who like Dungeons and Dragons and murder.
Yes, correct. Uh, it is essentially like at least the first game, which again I played these games when I was way younger. Like the games came out in like 2007 and 2009. Uh, After that, Triumph Studios went on a little hiatus and they started teasing everyone like, "Oh look, new Overlord coming," and everyone was like, "Let's fucking go!" And then in 2015 they came out with Overlord: Fellowship of Evil, which was the worst game they have ever made,
Oh,
and they turned it into like a isometric multiplayer dungeon crawl, very like Diablo-esque almost, but worse. And
huh.
there was no soul behind the game. None of the jokes were landing. All of the writing was forced, and it died very quickly. It is insanely negatively reviewed as a game, and
Hmm.
after which, for some reason, they were just like, oh, that doesn't work, no one likes Overlord, and they shelved it and never talked about it again, which is fucking dumb because people love the original game still. And the thing is, it is in I don't know why games I like are always in this position. It is in IP limbo right now because it was I believe published by Codemasters and it was made by Triumph Studios. Codemasters got bought out by EA. Triumph Studios got absorbed into Paradox. So they are now Overlord is a child of divorce, essentially.
Oh
And
no.
Triumph Studios right now, even now, like is actively like working on and making like Age of Mythology. Uh, and
Oh
right now, like
yeah.
yeah, Age of Mythology 4 is out. They've been making new updates and
Age
expansions
of
for it. What?
Em- no, Empires has a four. Mythology just had a remake, right? There's not four Age of Mythologies. There's Age of Mythology 1, and then
No,
there's
no,
Age of
I
Mythology
might
1
be
again.
mixing. Oh no, Age of Wonders. I'm so sorry, Age of Wonders. I got the ages confused.
Which one is Age of Wonders?
It it looks like that, but you'll see. It's very cool. Yeah, no, you Age of Mythology is the RTS. Age of Wonders is the turn-based.
Ah.
It was Paradox, right? Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. Uh, but yeah, they've been making this, and it's been doing really well. But I really want them to go back and make another IP they really like, because literally, like whenever you go check the comments out, it's always like Triumph Studios goes and makes not one but two very unique systems-defining kind of games of their generation. Also, Triumph Studios. Let's never do that again. Uh, but yes, beyond that, though, the game itself, fantastic game. It is a game where you literally start by, like the classic, oh, you're awake kind of a thing. You are being woken up from a tomb by these little fucking gremlin
Minions.
goblin lads called minions.
Evil
And
minions.
they basically tell you you're going to be the next overlord, the next fucking dark lord, whatever you want to call it. And you learn that basically a gang of heroes showed up and had killed the previous overlord, and now everyone is living this big life of the golden era of decadence and fun and quote unquote peace. Uh, but at the same time, when anyone looks closer, turns out in this time of peace, all of those heroes that were given their flowers for defeating evil have been just languishing in their own victory and have gotten corrupt, have developed different habits and hobbies which aren't the best, and essentially the like trend follows that you're going around taking each of them out and gathering evil energy, because they're all apparently carrying evil energy for some reason, and it's weird. And through this you're also like gathering different minions. You basically get four types of minions. There's brown minions, which are the ones you start with. They're like your lads who run and hit things. It's great. You have your red minions, which are your fireproof guys. They're ranged attackers. Your green minions are poison proof, and they're your assassins. Your blue minions can swim and basically like resurrect other dead minions if they're around. But otherwise, they're basically useless. They can't fight for jack shit. And they can technically punch magical things when other people can't. But yes, beyond that, that's the thing. And then like you pick up like different spells. One of them buffs you, one buffs your minions. Fun times. You go around. You first find the first boss, who is like basically in like the dark timeline version of Hobbiton, and each boss follows one of like the seven deadly sins essentially. So you like start with gluttony, then you fight like lust, you fight greed, etc., etc., etc. And at the end of most of them, you get a choice to either help those around you or continue to double down on your evilness. And in a lot of those cases, like let's say you beat the gluttony guy, you find a bunch of food for a village that's been missing it. You can choose to keep the food for yourself and feed it to your minions, or you can give it to them. So each time you do the evil thing, you're essentially also yes, do. You're essentially also committing the same sin that you just killed. There's like a little corruption meter. And again, games back then used to do this, and I love that. As you get more corrupt, you start growing like horns and stuff out of your armor. You get like a little dark aura around you. And another fun thing that happens is when you're back at your home base, which is this big dark tower, there's a little balcony which lets you like look out to the realm. The skyline starts shifting and changing as you get more corrupt. If you get fully corrupt, it's a pitch black sky. Everything's horrible. It's very cool. And beyond that, yeah, there's also that whole base building mechanic where like this dark tower is like in decay and whatnot, and you are slowly building it up, fixing it. Eventually, you get like as they like describe it, a mistress, which is basically like you get a woman to live at your house, and you basically can then go and buy her things, and if she likes you enough, then she invites you to her bedroom, and ha ha ha. And in that also you get like an evil or good choice, where one is like this girl who like chose to stay with you can stay, or you can betray her and like dump her and marry her sister instead, which is a whole thing that happens. uh, but through this whole game, it is very much like written in the style of like uh, trolling on a lot of fantasy tropes while also being very comedic and just a fun ride. It never gets too intense in that regard. Uh, but the plot is clearly still happening. Like when you fight certain heroes and stuff, they go like, "Hey, why the fuck are you here? You're supposed to be dead. We made sure," and like they clearly know you, which is weird because you're meeting them for the first time. So you keep fighting through figuring out what's happening as they drop more hints like this along the way. And you also yes, while that's happening, there is also the Raising Hell expansion that is playing alongside it, which I never got to play properly as a child because I didn't own it. But uh, essentially, whenever you clear areas, abysses to that area open up where like evil is surging through them, and you go there, and the hero you just beat is basically in purgatory getting tortured, and you go and stop that from happening, not because it's the right thing to do, but because you're the only evil allowed around here, and other people coming here under someone else's evil domain is impacting yours. So you go deal with it,
Of course.
and as you're dealing with those, you eventually start hearing a voice there, like the master of that domain starts being like, "Hey, I'm doing the right thing, I'm punishing these people, you're just a hypocrite, blah 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 blah," and like that whole song and dance. And the DLC, by the way, way harder. Like the enemies don't fuck around in the DLC. And I will say, for most DLC contents, it is very well done because there are new and unique mechanics they introduce through it. But as all of this is happening, you finally deal with like the last hero, who the entire fight kept making mentions of a wizard. And once you beat the last guy, you are invited back by like your elder minion dude, like, "Hey sir, please come back to the tower real quick." You come back and there's an army of minions there, and sitting on your throne is this wizard who gives you
Wizard.
this big
Wizard. Wizard. Wizard.
yes,
Sorry.
yes,
Sorry.
yes. But yes, you see this lad and you learn he is the previous overlord, the one allegedly killed. Turns out we were in that group of heroes fighting the previous overlord. We beat him, and with his like last dying strength, he hid his soul within the wizard's body and destroyed the wizard's soul and basically took over. While we, during that battle, had fallen, and our allies left us for dead. And because of the fall, we lost our memories, and they basically gaslit us into thinking we're the next overlord. This guy's plan was that, "Hey, I am too weak to do anything. I'm going to be in the wizard's body and spend the next whatever amount of time slowly going around corrupting all of the heroes and making them like pale imitations of themselves. And you will become the evil lord, like evil lord,
You Lord.
going and getting like quote unquote revenge. But in reality, what we were doing was we built up the tower for him. We got all of his forces under control. We gathered all this evil essence, and then he fucking showed up and like ripped it from us essentially.
Well
And
done.
yeah, it's a pretty good evil plot. Uh, and then basically, like the mission is like you head into like the lower levels of your tower. You start seizing control of some of your minions back one by one, and you're just hearing echoes of this guy like talking shit about you and how he corrupted the people you were working with. Like basically, like goading each of them towards whatever sin they were most, you know, aware of or whatever, or
Yeah.
most weak to, I guess. And while that little monologue's happening, you go around, you gather up your strength, you reach the fight, you fight him, you kill him. And after you kill him, the game should end, but with Raising Hell, it doesn't. As you finish that and you come up back up the tower, oh yeah, turns out the two like sisters, the ones you choose from essentially, uh,
Something like that.
they were both the previous Overlord's daughter. That's why they were so chill with you being evil. And the whichever one you betray had been helping her dad, essentially. The other one is like, hey, fuck my dad. If you're solid, you're solid. It's fine. And
Uh,
regardless, then another news comes in that another abyss has opened far more potent than the previous ones. And in every abyss, we had been fighting genuine hordes of enemies and like gathering these like relics. We bring all of them to this last abyss to open the portal to this place. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, every time you're in the abyss and the hordes show up, some of the fucking sickest music plays. The soundtrack is amazing in this game in general. In the abyss, it's just guitar riffs. But you enter this abyss, you enter on top of a hill, and you just see a horde of demons approaching you, and you just get the objective survive the horde. And all of the combat in the game very much relies around your minions. Obviously, like you can like swing around, like do some damage, but it's all about like strategically like setting choke points with your ranged guys, setting up your healers, using your melees as like walls between them. And you set up that entire thing on this hill, and you fight and you fight and you fight. And then as it
is
finishes,
it is it your hero to die on?
it is, yes. And you keep proceeding into what looks like an ancient temple of sorts. Uh, and you basically learn who this person you're dealing with is. It's basically this forgotten god of some kind who was dating the elven goddess. And
Back up, back up. The wizard is the forgotten god?
no, whoever is making these abysses is a forgotten god. The wizard's dead. We killed him.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's not that convoluted when you think about it, because it's like there's just a god who's been opening up these little portals. Turns out he's been doing that because this abyss is his prison, and he was dating the elven goddess. He cheated on her, so she cursed him that anytime someone tries to remember him, they forget him. So he just became obscure, forgotten, and just became trapped in this abyss. And he's been trying to do all of this to lure us here. So if he kills us, he can keep that portal open and escape. So we finally fight this guy. Relatively simple fight. You fight the lad, you kill him. Uh, while you're fighting the lad, you learn that your jester, who is another minion you've had since the start of the game, uh, who basically just says shit and you kick him around and that's about it, uh, was actually a worshipper of this god and was helping figure this out and was clearly undermining you. You kill this guy, the place starts collapsing, we have to escape. As we're escaping, the jester runs up, closes the portal on us, and disappears, betraying us as we get trapped in the abyss forever. And there's a little scene where we turn around and all the demons are now bowing to us because now we are in charge. And then there's a little like pan cut, like, oh, all of the minions are very sad outside because they lost their overlord. And it then shows like our like wife essentially with like a child, and that is like the sequel bit for the next game, which I'll talk
Right.
about a different time. But essentially the next game is you play as that kid
Okay,
and you grow up.
before we continue, I have an
Uh-huh.
interesting
Oh no.
the entire Overlord series was written by
Rihanna
Rihanna.
Pratchett. Yes, I was literally saying that.
When did
Yeah,
you say that?
I was about to say that literally right
You
now.
didn't say it.
Yeah, because I was finishing it by saying all of this was written, and that's what I was going to do.
Okay, but like the interesting thing is, I would think then, given everything you've told me, that the new one that they made would not have been written by her, but it was.
Well, the new one had a lot of other production related issues, is the
That
thing.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. I got
No
excited by Rihanna
worries.
Pratchett. Go
Yeah,
on.
no, yeah, Rihanna Pratchett, Terry Pratchett's daughter, and writing a lot of cool things, wrote this.
Apparently,
Yeah, nailed the vibe in comedy. But yeah, like that's what, like, so second game, also fantastic premise where it's you grow up as this kid, like being like designed to be like the successor of evil again. Uh, this time though, after the previous overlord had died or like gone missing, whatever, uh, a golden age of things had begun, where there was this event called the Great Cataclysm that happened, where all of magic went rampant and destroyed a bunch of stuff, including the Dark Tower. And and basically you're fighting the Roman Empire,
Huh?
who are pulling a Shrek and capturing all of the fairy tale creatures and removing them. And now in the elves in the first game were like, mournful and just always like, like spending too long just whining. In this, the elves are straight up hippies. It's very funny. But yeah, in this game though, instead of a Dark Tower, you live in the Netherworld, like in Hell, where all the minions have retreated, and you're building Hell up to then go up and attack all of those like humans on the surface and take back your kingdom. But yes, that's a whole different game mechanic and for a different time. But yes, all of it from Brianna Pratchett, who, by the way, has already expressed interest to write another Overlord game, but
Okay.
Codemasters owns the name and they said they don't want to do it. Why? It's stupid. Anyway, yeah, that's my Overlord rant. Thank you.
Wait. So the previous Overlord in the new game was like in the new game you are playing the child of the old Overlord.
Yes.
Interesting.
Why?
I don't know. Because like then why is hmm like it just seems like a very different shift in story compared to the first one,
Yes,
but
it
still
is.
feels similar and works similarly.
It starts and feels similar, but they introduce a lot of different things. The scale is grander in this because now you're fighting like an enemy that knows how to fight you. Uh, so like there's like new mechanics. Like now there's like, instead of like everyone having like health bars, you have like battalions of enemies. So you have to first break their formation and morale and then kill them individually. There's siege weapons you have to sometimes like commandeer and use. They added like ship travel at one point in the game. You also have like things later on in the game where it's like there's big castles and forts you have to take over and hold against armies, so you have to like set up choke points for your minions to hold while you manage all of it. So the scale of it does get grander.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds fun. The first one that actually sounds like something that if I had also found when I was young, I would have played the hell out of it and remembered it like
dude, it's such a
fondly.
good game. It has so much personality. That's the thing. The second game, they gave the minions even more personality and they fucking carried. You're a silent protag, right? The
Yeah.
game is carried by the voice of the minions and they do an amazing job with it.
Ah, if Pikmin could talk,
If Pikmin could
if
talk.
Pikmin, I think they might. There's Pikmin in the new Super Mario movie.
Oh
Just
god.
just got announced that
No,
Pikmin will
but
be in the
they're
new
probably
Super
gonna be
Mario
like,
movie.
yeah, indeed.
No, that's Animal Crossing, but anyway, I've never actually played a Pikmin, so I don't know what they sound like.
uh
Um, I just know what the Animal Crossing girls sound like.
huh. But yes, that is what I've been playing, and I know what you've been playing.
Yes, you would know because you see me
You
sitting
have
in voice
become what
calls
you
with
hated.
people. I have become the exact thing I hated. I've become a MOBA player.
Yep.
Okay, but Deadlock's better. Deadlock is better than League of Legends.
You just sound like a MOBA player. Oh, Dota's better. Oh,
Deadlock's
League's better.
great. Deadlock is okay. To be fair, I've not been playing just Deadlock. I am still playing Gekishin Squadra and I do play Marvel Rivals every now and then.
I know. You're still
I did
exclusively playing three MOBAs essentially.
Marvel Rivals is not a MOBA, it's
It's a
pure
hero
hero
shooter.
shooter.
It's adjacent.
It's adjacent. I will say Marvel Rivals. I did attempt to play competitive. That went about as badly as you can imagine.
Mm.
Um, I
For
I
all
have
the
a
shit you gave me.
I have a shitty rank. I had a match recently with someone who just would not stop pressing the what's it called? What's the thing you'd press to like tell people something is happening or some
Push to talk.
notify them?
Oh, ping.
Hmm. Ping. Yeah. I had a match with someone who was pinging the entire game. There was not a second this person was
Yeah.
not pinging.
Again,
And I was
League
like,
of
what?
Legends.
What am I supposed to learn from you pinging every second? If you're going to ping alert here at every single place, where do I get alerted to?
Just need you to be on your toes. That's all. Again, League have
I
this problem. They have now set a cooldown where if you ping a bunch of times in a row, your pings are put on like you aren't allowed to ping
cool.
more.
You should.
Yeah, you
Anyway,
other MOBAs are just learning these lessons. We've had these for a while.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't get to play Marvel Rivals that much. I play it because I play it sometimes. I'll play like a couple of games alone. I did recently play a little bit with our friend Lenny,
Mhm.
who is way more higher ranked than me and more has much more experience than me and actually knows what he's doing. So that's fun. I have also been getting Steve and other people slowly into it. I have no comments on Steve's experience of Marvel Rivals. It's great. Anyway, the game I need to talk about is Deadlock because Steve got me playing Deadlock that he and the rest of the Tales of Fate crew, for the most part, play, as well as Lenny as well now, as well as a bunch of other people around are
Uh,
playing Deadlock and have gotten me into playing Deadlock, which at first, of course, I was like, it's a MOBA, I don't want to play it. But then I was like, okay, but I get to consistently play with people instead of solo queuing. And there's nothing worse than playing alone, which I already do with Gekishin Squadra every day. So it's I get to play game with people.
okay.
Um, Yeah, we've been playing almost every single day, I think. I don't even remember how long ago I started playing Deadlock at this point. I think it's only been like a month or month and a half.
I think so. Yeah.
Um, and there was a major update when I started, so like 6 new characters came out while I was playing, while I was getting used to it. Some of those characters have become my favorites. Actually, this Dan, have you looked at the character designs in Deadlock? Okay, there's a lot I have to say about Deadlock, but first thing that I need to say, Deadlock is so much better at character design, typography, like just aesthetic. And of course, this is a game that is technically also an early, it's not even an early access, it's like a beta or an alpha or something. Like
Hmm.
you can only get in with an invite code.
Hmm.
It's Deadlock is not a fully done game, but it is very intricate. It's very fun. But yeah, okay, some character designs, people are like, oh, these characters need like remodels and all that shit. But some of the newer stuff they've been coming out with, these designs are so good. Uh, let me figure out how to show you. And like something I really like is, okay, so when I first looked at the characters in Deadlock, when you click on a character, it tells you like there's just 3 words associated with each character.
Uh huh.
Um, fucking hell, how do I wait? Wait, I know how to use the internet. I can do this. I wasn't planning to. I was just gonna. I might. No, I don't want to share screen
You
because
can also just DM it.
Yeah, that's gonna alienate our audio listeners. It's fine. I don't need to share the screen. Um, Jesus Christ. Okay. Fucking just Aziz, Aziz, get your shit together, Aziz.
Hmm.
Uh, Lady, guys, character selection. I'm fine. I'm good with this. I know how to do this. There we go. Here's a photo for Tan. Um, and now I need to open Discord, which I also know how to do. Okay, so like when you select characters,
Yeah.
all of them will pop up with like an artwork, their name, and then there's these 3 like words.
Okay.
So like you see how for Lady Geist it says lifesteal self-damage fatal. But
Yeah.
and at first I was very frustrated because like okay, these are descriptions of the character. It doesn't actually tell me what this character's role is. And Deadlock actually does not have hard roles. Um,
Uh-huh.
it is there are roles that kind of exist, but Deadlock doesn't make them apparent.
That makes
Now,
sense.
what I do like, what I do like is that a every hero gets their own font for their name, and some of them
Hmm.
look so good. Like
Hmm.
essentially, each hero has their own logo,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And the
yeah.
logos relate to what they do in a way. So, like, Viscous is this globby person who has voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, by the way. Good voice acting, great voice acting in the game, fun lines. But Viscous has this like weird blobby shit, like logo. There's very interesting like stuff. Haze, there's a character called Haze who's made of smoke, and her like name in the logo like kind of just disappears. And yeah, I mean there are words that help sometimes, like like okay, this character has initiator in their name, so you know that they're supposed to initiate stuff. This character has stalker, you know that you can stalk people with them. This character has disruptor, you can disrupt stuff with them.
Hmm.
But then other stuff is just about what they do and who they are. Like let's see. What is on the? I think Ram is probably the funniest one. Where's Ram? Ram's descriptions are helpful, tiny, and then like a sleepy like Zeds.
Hmm.
Because Ram is essentially what we call a sleep demon.
Ah,
He's
I
from the
have
world of
those.
dreams. His ultimate is to fall asleep and be sleepy for a bit, and he is adorable. We all call him Labubu
Of course.
instead of saying his name.
Hmm.
It's great. Um,
I will
apparently,
say
all
though
the
that is very similar to the vibe of League though, where every character does have like a title which kind of gives them that description, and
that's
while
nice.
League, what?
That's nice.
Yeah, and like while League does have like hard roles, right? Like there's supports and stuff like that. The variety within that one role has been getting very good and like growing. Like for example, if I say support, that could mean a tank, that could mean a healer, that could mean an enchanter or a debuffer, that could mean a bruiser who just goes in, or even an assassin. Like
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
so,
I think that's something
it is
Marvel
kind of the
Rivals is also
same thing
working
in that
on.
regard, but like they just like
Yeah.
call it different things, but it is the same thing. But yeah,
Okay. Okay. But next point. My point
yes,
is, look
yes.
at this list of heroes. Look at the designs. Like I look. Okay. I'm not saying League and Dota have bad designs. I'm still fine.
Okay.
I think Overwatch has some interesting stuff, but is also eh. I think Marvel Rivals, for using people within from an existing IP, redesigns them very well to suit the game. But you
Mhm.
can't compare it because they're existing things. Look at the designs on some of these. Look
See,
at
yeah, like
Graves. Look
some of
at
these are
like
very cool. Like I get the aesthetic also. Like it is a very fun vibe. I will
it's
say
so
Lash
good.
straight up looks like Braum though.
No, that Lash is I think also heavily based on Armstrong from FMA because you've got the cowlick, you've got the mustache. He literally has sparkles near his face. Also, Lash's entire bio is just Jacob Lash is an asshole.
Hmm. Okay. Uh,
Um, Okay, Dan, looking at the list, can you guess like three people who I mean? Just
I don't know
ignore the
which ones are
keywords.
supports.
No, ignore the keywords. Just go by looks. I am playing heavily into like I have ended up meaning characters that do look like the kind of people that I would be into.
Uh-huh. Uh, Let me see. The first one I'm gonna do as like a vibe check. Silver.
I as much as I want to main werewolf lady, I cannot play
So
silver,
I did get
unfortunately.
the type right.
No,
Okay.
I love silver. Silver is
Yeah.
hot as fuck. I cannot play silver.
Okay. Mm, Ivy.
Ivy is, I would say she's more of a secondary main, but she is in my rotation. I'm struggling to get fully used to her. I love her though. She's
What
a
about
gargoyle. She's a
Unicorn
gargoyle
Lady?
woman. Unicorn Lady is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Celeste is the trans people's favorite. She does little cartwheels when you like do her dash. Instead of dashing normally, she just do a cartwheel on the ground. She
Tracks.
takes the fast line that you use to get to your lanes. She hangs by it on a leg. She's a circus performer. She's amazing. I love her.
Mina?
I Mina was one of the first characters I tried.
Yeah.
Not good with her at all. I do love her vibe. She is
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. Uh, then
I'll give you two more goes at it.
I was about to use a combined go, so I'll take three. Uh, a combined go was either Haze or Calico.
Surprisingly, no.
Ah,
He
interesting.
also I don't even find Haze. Haze is just made of smoke, and also Haze is like too military. Not my vibe.
Okay,
I've never tried Haze. Calico, I do think she's hot. I have tried Calico. I don't think Calico is for me.
fair. And then there's two again I see, which could be it. Graves or
Graves is one of my
yeah,
names.
yeah, yeah.
By the way, I will say Graves' design amazes the hell out of me. Every time I look at her, there are skulls all over her design.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
for you.
jewelry she wears at the front turns into skulls. Her backpack is in the shape of a skull.
A
She's
weapon, it's
amazing. And
called the teacher.
yeah, because her weapon is the hand of her dead necromancer teacher.
That's very funny.
And she shoots like stuff out of it. She's also she has a Moira piss beam, which is very great for me. We love a Moira piss beam. Um, I really do make sentences out of words sometimes, don't I? Um,
So do we all. And Lady
um,
Guys? Question mark? I don't know.
Lady Geist is one of my mains, yes, more recently. I do like her. She's a MILF. It's great. She has a green play hand. The one main one you missed is the first person I ever tried to play.
Vindictive.
Um, no,
No.
Paige. It's the girl with the glasses
I
and the
know. I
books
thought
hat.
Page a couple of times, but I'm like, no, that's two on the nose.
No, it's the girl with the glasses and all the books and the big
I
boobs
know, but I
and the
thought that's two
dragon.
on the nose, so I tried to
It's
not.
not to on the nose. She's the first one I tried. I did give up on her for a bit and I've come right back to her because now I actually understand how to play her. I will say the Little Sleep Demon Rem is the newest joinage to my rotation. And
Yeah.
occasionally the Mafia Lady with the robot arms and the cards is, I try her occasionally.
Hmm.
Great. But yeah, Deadlock. Okay, so Deadlock is interesting because it is technically not a MOBA purely. It is a hero shooter MOBA hybrid,
Yeah,
which like it's so up my alley. I mean, yeah, okay, it
like
has three
Smite.
lanes. Huh?
Like Smite.
I disagree. I think Smite is a third. Smite only looks like a hero shooter because of its perspective.
I mean,
Smite
yeah,
is
but if you play
not a
like a
hero shooter.
marksman on Smite, that is very much that. Like,
I guess. I feel like Smite still follows MOBA rules.
it does
I don't
follow
know.
MOBA rules more rigidly than Deadlock, I believe, but the aspects are very much still there.
Yeah, I guess. Thing is, I mean, Deadlock, yeah, it does still have the laning. It's like you're playing
Mhm.
6v6. There's still laning. There's still like towers and objectives and stuff. But I feel like I really like the amount of like I think like having a 3D like kind of area to go around is really fun. There's Deadlock Deadlock is entirely about economy and movement, is what I've realized in the past couple weeks.
Mhm.
Everything else is secondary. Economy and movement is everything. The builds are so important. Which I mean, yes, League also has.
I
And
mean, that's
that
the
was
whole game in League.
I know, but also like if you remember, like items were one of my things I was very like iffy about in League. Um,
Yeah.
I'm still iffy about it in Deadlock as well. I do like that you can just get builds online and find some good stuff, and then you
Yeah.
just have to click on shit. I feel like Deadlock's items I get to know a lot more about them by looking at what they named and their image than in League, where
See,
there's
but
all just generic
I
fantasy
no,
items.
I disagree with that for sure. Because I think if I play League and I see an item called the Bloodthirster, I know it's going to do damage and it's going to heal me. Or
Fair. I'm
if
just
I,
saying I
yeah,
prefer Deadlock. I
huh,
I did not vibe with League that much. I'm not
hmm,
saying League is like horrendous. The
uh-huh.
players sure are. I prefer
I mean,
Deadlock.
that's true everywhere.
Yeah. I really like Deadlocks, like the aesthetic they built of these like two patrons over this like alternate weird version of New York. Like I also like the vibe, right? It's not like fantasy. It's like a kind of gothic horror with
Yeah,
like
yeah, and
fantasy
it is a
mixed in,
vibe for sure. Like,
like
see, that's the thing,
urban.
right? Like, fantasy is my vibe, so it makes
100%.
sense.
And
Yeah,
it is mine sometimes as well. I just love this. The New York is called the cursed apple in Deadlock. There's a lot of lore that I haven't really gotten into yet.
that sounds like the
Um,
anime Kikai Sensen.
huh?
That sounds like the anime Kikai Sensen.
I have heard of that one.
Blood
But
blockade
yeah, it's
Battlefront.
this
Anyway, yeah.
interesting thing. There's these two patrons, the Hidden King and the Archmother. The Hidden King, uh, all of us universally want to always be in Hidden King because the music you get at the start of the game when you load into Hidden King slaps so hard. The movement mechanics in Deadlock are wild. You
Hmm.
have slides and jumps and crouches. Like you have dash, jump, crouch, but then you can dash jump. You can if you crouch while you dash, you turn into a slide. But then with the slide, you can do a bunny hop jump. And there's like a lot of it is about rotating around the map, getting around your lanes and stuff. Which I mean,
For
obviously
sure.
is any MOBA, right? Any
Yeah.
MOBA you have to. There's a laning phase, then
Wave
there's off
management,
laning
laning, all of
phase,
that is the
wave
game.
management.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. But when you turn it like this level of 3D, like from what like okay, that's the other thing with like from what I remember of Smite. It's been many years since I played Smite. Um, it was still more traditionally the lanes. There was not like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
verticality. There was not
The
so much
verticality
like
was there only for a few heroes, and that's it.
yeah. While here, for everything, there are buildings, there are
Oh yeah, 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 for
corridor.
sure.
You're climbing up. There's
But
ropes to climb up. There's these little like vents that push you across to a different area. There's so much
but
going
that's
on
also
with
kind of
movement.
where the hero shooter genre has gone over the years, right? Like if you play most of the more like recent ones, the verticality and mobility is what they prioritize.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just more used to the ones that don't. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
positioning is important in Overwatch and Rivals,
Mhm.
but it's not. They're not like there's a
They're not
very
integral.
clear. Like, I mean, they are integral if you want to play good, but you need to
Uh-huh.
learn to aim. You need to learn to position. But here, it's not just positioning. It's literally getting around and moving and all this
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff. Um,
It's traversal.
it's traversal, it's all sorts of stuff, and then it's building up your powers, all that general MOBA stuff. The aesthetics are top notch for me. The way things build up, I like the jungle, the way the jungles are built. I like that you have these little machines you can like box to like
Concrete
get buffs.
jungles.
Huh?
The concrete jungles.
Pet themed tomato. Um, Um, I didn't realize actually, but yeah, I think I'm just playing a lot of Deadlock. I also spend a lot of time watching videos about Deadlock.
Yeah, no, you're a
Um,
league player.
I am struggling. The lore is really nice though. I wanna
Oh,
get
no,
more
for
into the
sure.
lore.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanna read the character biographies. There's interesting
That's what
stuff
I did with
happening.
League
They're
15
gonna make
years ago.
visual
Yes.
novel. Oh my god, I get it. Okay.
It's just very funny to me
I
after
know.
years of hearing this. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
I will eventually try Deadlock. Like when I'm finally
that's what
feeling
I
like,
like to hear.
yeah, like when I'm finally in the zone to like hop back into a shooter kind of a game, I will. Right now, I'm like taking a break from shooters. That's why like I've been disappointing a lot of my friends who want to play Helldivers with me. But
Uh, I
yeah,
did also. Talking about Deadlock did remind me there were two pieces of new gaming news that I wanted to
oh,
cover that I forgot, both related to hero shooters.
oh no,
So, the first one is that in the most recent Steam Next Fest, there were a bunch of hero shooter and MOBA demos.
yeah.
There was a dog MOBA called Doba. I did not try it. I do have it installed, the demo, but I did not try it. But there was a very interesting capture the flag hero shooter.
Ooh.
Now, I will say, technically, Deadlock does have a very small capture the flag mechanic where there is an urn that you can get and then take to the other side, and it gives you a whole bunch of currency. Um, but no, this hero shooter, I think it's called Attack the Flag. Is it called Attack the Flag?
That's not the objective. Stop shooting the flag.
It's not called Attack the Flag. Um, New Capture the Flag hero shooter.
Flag take.
Last Flag.
Hmm.
Close enough. So I did look at the like videos about it and all, and it does actually look like they've somehow managed to make capture the flag a viable mechanic for something like this.
Uh-huh.
Like they've kind of worked it out in a certain way. Like so, apparently there's this whole aspect of also finding the flag first.
Ah,
You don't know where your team's flag is. You don't know where the other team's flag is. So you can't even defend your flag until you find the flag.
wild.
I yeah, I will say the hero designs don't look too inspiring, and without having played the demo, I couldn't really get a
Yeah.
great gist of what all is going on. But there seemed to be a lot of environment going on, like a lot of environment going on,
Yeah.
and very interesting. But now, what really got my goat is when I found out who is behind the studio that made this game.
Oh.
Because nothing could have prepared me to learn whose idea this game was, who is like a
Oh
main producer
no.
of this game, who's in charge of the studio.
Okay.
Um, Dan, have you ever heard of this little very niche music group called Imagine Dragons?
Uh-huh.
Last Flag, the Capture the Flag hero shooter, is by Imagine Dragons.
Uh,
Stu-
okay. So they're
like
producing it, not making
Dan,
it.
Dan Reynolds, the main guy, the main dragon who
Uh-huh.
imagines.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he started the studio. The studio is developing and publishing it. I don't
Ah,
assume he's sitting there coding the game, but like like
insane.
it is a passion project of his.
That's wild. I remember 10 years ago, they showed up for a league thing, and there was an entire video of them sitting like at a desk together and playing League of Legends. And now they're making a League of Legends. They have come so far.
Dan stated that he is a gamer and has played various games from Super Mario World to League of Legends.
Ah! That's right, he played both of those, can
But honestly, the game looks obviously unpolished as fuck because it's a demo.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't look that bad. And if it's gonna have like a soundtrack composed by him, like I'm like, what if this is like a real what if this is actually an actual good hero
I
shooter,
mean,
not a high guard situation?
keep an eye on it. Because hero shooters, again, live service games are a different ball game, right? It's not about just making a good game, it's about maintaining a good game and
Yeah,
catering to a
that's the
player
hard part,
base.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and not falling into over monetization and all that stuff.
exactly. You have to keep the
Which
game well fed, but without draining your player base. So let's see.
Yeah, I think like I know Deadlock is actually doing a decent job of that. I think Marvel Rivals I sometimes think is struggling, and I don't have a read on Gekishin Squadra because I play Gekishin Squadra just because it's Dragon Ball Z.
Gekishin Squadra is
Um,
fine. It is Dragon Ball Z. It exists in
it's Dragon Ball
Japan.
Z.
They are fine.
It's great. Um, and then of course the big hero shooter news. Overwatch, we're so back.
Oh yeah.
Overwatch announced a full overhaul, announced like these like separate like passives for the different roles. Then they already had base passives. They announced sub roles for all the roles. They announced that they're removing the two. They're removing the two. It's just Overwatch again. They
Uh-huh.
realized how bad that was. And
Uh-huh.
then they announced six new heroes releasing like all like very soon. And
Yeah.
then more being planned.
This is the
And one of
first
the new
thing since
heroes
the Blizzard acquisition.
Yeah, it's been okay. So honestly, I haven't kept up with Overwatch like heroes. I gave up. I think I gave up about three heroes into Overwatch 2, trying to keep up with it. I
Yeah,
haven't
fair.
played since like the early days of Overwatch 2. So I don't even know some of the other heroes. Like I just know that there's this pansexual Thai guy who has like a lotus motif. And then anyone who came after him, I have no idea what they're on about. I don't know the changes that they made to people. I don't know who is a Hazard, who is an Ilari. I don't know.
Eh,
There's a space lady with purple hair and pronouns, I assume. Like I don't know what's going on in Overwatch 2, but they announced six new heroes. One of them is a cat. One of them is a cat with a jetpack called Jetpack Cat.
second cousin to Rocket Raccoon.
It's Brigitta's cat. Brigitta's cat has a
Oh, it's
jetpack
Vegeta.
now. No, Brigitta.
I see.
The Brigitta, one of the hottest white woman in Overwatch.
I see.
This is actually very funny. Dan, I am sending you the Overwatch official website hero details page for Jetpack Cat. Please, under story, please click on any of the sections saying young kitty, good kitty, well, not smart kitty, but yeah, click on young kitty or
What
good kitty.
the? Okay.
So you know when cats walk on keyboards,
Yeah.
they do this happens.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love this kind of shit. They did make Brigitte like less hot in the actual in-game model. Her original, like they made her. Oh my god, why is my phone ringing?
Uh,
Um, they did make Brigitte like a bit less. Oh my god, I cannot. Okay. Um, I, I'm so professional. I'm a professional. I know how to do this. My phone is on silent.
hmm.
Um, yeah, that's kind of all I have for today. I think.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, no, we had a lot of shit to catch up on.
He did. There's going to be more. I'm sure there's more coming next. But yeah, maybe next time we will discuss a game, get back to like talking about some stuff. Who knows? Um, let's see what happens
Hmm.
next time on Unskippable Cutscene.
We will return with more words and games, maybe.
More words, more games. Yes, words maybe.
Sure. This has been us. We are, well, I am Tanfighter. You can find me at Tanfighter on Blue Sky, Tanfighter117 on Instagram. I do this. I do voice acting, sometimes writing. I do actual plays like Dark Waters on Pantsless tables. And if you need any of that done, you know where to find me. And Assis.
And a cease. I also do this. I also do Dark Waters on Panzer's table. Rest in peace, Estrogen. Um, I will be back with a new character who will be bolder and better and hornier. Um,
Ah,
the- okay, if for anyone who doesn't know Dark Waters, the hornier is an actual interesting joke here because for once I didn't play a horny character and Estrogen is a hero is canonically. Um,
was.
was. But yeah, and when you're seeing this, there will be other stuff of mine coming out. The Rose Court project finally has started coming out on House of Dreams. One episode of mine is there, the rest did not make it, but it's some cool stuff. It's some good role playing. We will have a bunch of stuff coming on. I'm going to be in a lot of Patches Table stuff actually in the coming weeks, I think. But one of those is going to be,
Likewise.
huh?
Likewise.
Yeah, one of those is going to be Rocket Club
Oh, yeah.
Fractured Sky as part of But Why. Stay tuned for that. I don't know. Hmm, this one will come out in a few weeks. That will come out in a few weeks. Similar times, I guess. And yeah, actually, yeah, I have no idea. This it's probably like 4 or 5 weeks till this episode comes out, so I don't actually know what all I'll be in by that time. If we're lucky, another episode of Echo Dimensions will be out by then, so that will be great.
And if we're really lucky, we would have recorded a couple more of these by then.
Uh, or we make it happen?
I mean,
Question mark.
yes. I have learned that a
we'll make
little
it
bit of luck
happen.
is needed.
We'll make it happen. Also, okay, if I need to, I will record something separately and insert it at the end here. But uh, like I would say 65% chance is that when you are seeing this, our actual like audio podcast feed would have launched, and our non-point 5 gaming episodes, like everything but where we play games on the
Will be
show,
up.
will be up as an audio podcast. And by everything, I mean by the time this ends, it'll probably be like 3 episodes. I would not have edited all the episodes up till now. But yeah, so check that out wherever you get your podcast. I have been Aziz. He has been Dan. Steve has been producing here. Um,
He is the
bye bye. See you next time.
bye
I'm
bye.